Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to another Bitcoin morning update. We're going to be going over the Bitcoin price action that we've been seeing today, the last couple of days as well, possibly. Also going to look at Ethereum and any alts that have been moving, I suppose. So yeah, let's get into it. We've had quite a nice move up overnight. So that was I to say I wasn't expecting it. I was always thinking that this consolidation would eventually resolve up, but I don't think I was expecting a move this fast, this soon. I think that probably caught quite a lot of people off because there would have been a lot of short positions opening within the area that we were in yesterday. And I'll go over that in a minute. So overall, just a little bit of background of how I've been trading this. So I think everyone knows, if you've seen any of the videos from previously in the week, I've just been chilling in a long. I've taken profit where I wanted to take profit, and I've been fairly busy the last few days, so I haven't really been looking at over trading this or taking any other trades. There were setups, possible short setups that I did have, but those haven't been taken for me. So yeah, as as we all know, we had this move down in the week, and we came into this weekly level and this nice little 4-hour order block that we've got here. So you can see how this reacted quite nicely, coming down to the 0.5 of this order block, and the weekly level really being that key level to look at and making sure that we're not getting these closes below and losing this level. So I will just hide that because it's not too relevant now. I was trading this off of two possible scenarios. So scenario one was that this would resolve up as this consolidation here being kind of like an ABC and up from there, or I was looking at the second option of this being a parallel channel that we could draw from here, and looking at this as kind of like a three drive. So you'd have your obviously resistance here at the monthly open and this daily order block. So these red lines here are a daily OB from back here, which give us kind of a little range within there. You can see that the 0.5, the 0.25 have been quite well respected for the last couple of weeks. So that was resistance to be looking at. So I was trading this in two ways. Either we resolve up or we make another low and we come down into this, what the whole market seemed to have been looking at, which was this golden retrace of the move up and the CME gap. That's not happened, clearly. So this now can go. We still have a gap here on the CME chart, but that fib is no longer valid in my opinion. So yeah. Okay, so what we're doing right now is just we're still in this area of resistance. So I still do see this as a zone that price is going to have to break through. I'm feeling fairly bullish now. This is holding really nicely, and it seems to be making kind of a nice little rounded bottom here on this 0.75 of the range. So you may expect maybe for it to come up to the top of the OB, a little rejection here, and then we're looking at all-time highs if trend continues. I'll have a look at the downside. Is clearly we've got support levels now that will be here if this does start to fall back down. So if we get our typical Saturday pump, Sunday dump, then we can look at levels further down. Yeah, so another quick thing I will go over, and this is going down onto the lower time frames. I was doing a live stream with some members yesterday and just looking like last night at the kind of closed price action and what I was expecting. So we clearly had this initial rejection off of the monthly, which was where I was taking big profit on my long and where I was looking to switch this into a possible short position. So you came up, you took the highs, come back down, and then you have this lower high, which gave us a move down after that. I missed all of this, but I was watching when we came back up after this. We came right into our, here we go, the golden pocket here. So you come up, you hit the 618, and then you hit the 66, which I am actually adapting soon. So you'll hear more about this very soon. What we were looking for on this trade was, if you're taking a trade based off of the 618, then you would look for these lows to be taken. This didn't happen on Bybit, and I'll explain why in just a moment. So what we were seeing on this was a short opportunity, and you would look to trade that down to take the lows and then for it to go bounce. So on Bybit, it never did that. And I was watching this price yesterday, and as we were coming down, you go over to Exo. It's probably not, if I can zoom all the way back, let's go to 15-minute chart. Let's put it down here. And what we had was, this is a CVD line here. This is the high. This is the low. Let's change this up. Simple 15-minute. And let's zoom into this a little bit more. So I really like trading the CVD divergence on the 15-minute chart. And as we were coming down, I was looking, this put in a divergence at the lows here. So we did make that CVD lower low without taking the price here. So that was one thing I was looking for. As we were coming down, I was like, be aware this could bounce at this level. And then to further confirm that is, if you go on to the spot chart, so you can see this here is the low that we wanted to take. So this is on the Coinbase chart. So you've always got to be aware of what spot markets are doing. This low on Coinbase was taken. So that completed the trade on Coinbase. And also, if we go to BitMEX, where you have a lot of volume as well, not so much anymore, this low again was taken. So that would be this trade completed. What it then did is came back up, and I've not actually checked this overnight, but you came back up, you hit the 618, made that second low, and then what happens after that? You change market structure, you come back into what was previous resistance, and then it does all this. So yeah, really nice, really technical. Cool. What else do I have to say on this? So targets for the upside. I'm not gonna bother with targets to the upside today. I think there's many. I do have them on my chart, but at the weekend I'm not particularly looking at them. There's the 68 to 72k region is basically that's going to be, there's a lot of resistance up here, and I can go through that in another video. Cool. So I think that's covered what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. We'll see how price gets along for the rest of the day, whether this high can hold and be resistant. So resistance we've got here at 61,200, and that's the top of our daily order block. And support we have clearly we'll have these highs as support. So there's the 0.5 of the channel, which is 60k. That would be a nice support because it's been working on breaking that for quite some time now. So you would expect 60k to be a good support area. What we also do have is, because that move was so fast, we've got a lot of single prints here. So under normal circumstances, you could expect for these to be backfilled, which takes us down to 59,300-ish, which then takes us down to these highs that we've got around here. So yeah, support 60k, 59,300, and resistance. At this point, we're not quite at all-time high. So that will be a resistance. Maybe this will take the all-time high later on, and then we'll get a move back down tomorrow to fill these inefficiencies on the chart, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so we're 10 minutes in already. I'm going to really quickly go over Ethereum, see what Ethereum's doing. Okay, that's really nice. So again, Ethereum had exactly the same setup with Bitcoin. As everyone knows, I've been along since this weekly. I was trading it up to the high, taking profit at the highs there, and now this is so far a really nice kind of support, resistance into support flip here. So again, I would be looking for higher prices here. So looking good. I think if we do get one more push up, that would be a local top up here, because you have this, I always do that, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of thing going on. So yeah, maybe we'll put in a high up here, and then we can start to think about retracements tomorrow. What else has been moving? Litecoin's not doing much. It's just following what Bitcoin's doing. I know XRP has been really good recently, so let's choose XRP today. So on the XRP BTC chart, you've got this really clear resistance up here, which is our weekly level. I do not have a weekly on it. But yeah, here's our weekly level from, when's this? June 2020. So this is going to be quite a major resistance. It's not really, obviously we had big move above it previously in the year, but it's something to be aware of. I'd say this weekly level is, we're looking at resistance here, and then we've got a monthly, and I would probably say here's another weekly here as a possible consolidation zone. We've also got these levels down here, which you would be aware of as well. So let's see what's been going on with here. I'm going to mark this actually, because I think we may have come down that low. So we've got quite a few weeklies on the chart, but that's okay. Yeah, this monthly seems to be really nice. So resistance, support, and we'll see what happens with that. I wasn't so much on the fibs from got the 786 up here. We would have had this probably 4-hour OB. Yep, so we come into this 4-hour order block. Oh, it's going to be messy. A liquid bloody things. Yeah, USD chart looks really good. I don't know why I've not got all my levels on Poloniex. Yeah. So we've got more history on Poloniex. So again, we had on the US dollar pair, we've had this area of resistance at this weekly, which was from over here. Again, it's not hugely important, and you'd be looking at, this is a more important level to hold now that these highs have been taken. You would look to be holding the support that is there after that. So this level did hold, and we got a little bit of rejection here, just people taking profit, fairly simple stuff, and now we're looking higher again. So next resistance on XRP on a US dollar chart. So if we're going the simple stuff, which is what I really like to trade on altcoins, we've got a weekly level up here, and we've got our golden pocket up here, so $2, give or take a few cents, $1.38, give or take a few cents, and there's not a lot in between. Daily levels, this is so far back that there's no point marking the daily. So yeah, I'd be saying really that our next resistance is up here. So it's all looking very good for XRP. Anything else moving? Let's just look at what's going up. XRP is the one that's going up. That's nice. I like that. We're at again, this is what I was looking for. So here's our highs. This was our support down here. Once we got the rejection off of the golden pocket, we found support, and now we've broken through, and we're working on these highs and this weekly level up here. Yeah, market's looking really good. I'm gonna leave it there because the longer these videos are, the worse they seem to look when they go onto YouTube, and the longer they take to process. So, yep, things looking good. I would expect one more move higher, possibly to take the all-time highs. If we do that over a weekend, then I think it's more likely that could be faded, and we could come back down and look at support at 60k. So for me, yeah, I'd say the ideal scenario would be, let's come up, let's take the all-time highs, let's come back into this area and see if it can find support, and then maybe next week we can look at breaking higher, or we just take the highs and then we can look down here, or whatever happens. Cool. All right. I'll be around in the Discord as usual for anyone. If there's anyone new watching, then please do come and join us. We're quite a new, friendly community, and we'll see you over there. But yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.